Donald Trump has no real intention of taking over Greenland by force or adding it to Alaska, as his former national security advisor Robert O'Brien suggested during an appearance on Fox News. While Trump may recognize Greenland's strategic importance, his primary concern appears to be pushing Denmark to increase its defense spending to protect Greenland, rather than pursuing annexation. Greenland's significance lies in its geographic position as a bulwark against Russian and Chinese interests in the Arctic, making it a key player in global geopolitics. Greenland operates under the Danish welfare state model, which provides extensive social benefits funded through taxes. These benefits include paid parental leave, child benefits, subsidized daycare, free primary and vocational education, free healthcare, unemployment and disability benefits, housing allowances, early retirement pensions, elderly care, and public infrastructure without tolls. This comprehensive system ensures high levels of public satisfaction and security, making it highly unlikely that Greenlanders would ever willingly abandon such benefits to join the United States. The Danish welfare system exemplifies a high moral social contract, fostering mutual protection and low crime rates. This stands in stark contrast to the divisive political atmosphere in the United States, where figures like Donald Trump thrive on social and political animosity. Trump's rhetoric about Greenland is less about acquisition and more about leveraging Denmark to bolster its defense capabilities and infrastructure in response to growing tensions with Russia and China. Denmark has already taken steps to strengthen its military presence in Greenland, investing nearly $2 billion in drones, dog sleds, expanded airports for F-35 fighters, and other defense measures. These efforts are not aimed at defending against a U.S. takeover, but rather at securing Greenland against external threats, particularly from Russia and China, which have shown increasing interest in the Arctic's resources and maritime routes. The Arctic region's strategic importance has grown due to climate change and the melting of polar ice caps, which have opened new maritime pathways for transportation and trade. These routes could potentially rival the Panama Canal, turning the Arctic into a critical gateway for global commerce. As a result, the United States has a vested interest in maintaining strong ties with Denmark and Greenland to ensure access to the region's natural resources, including oil, minerals, and rare earth elements essential for national defense and technological development. Trump's comments about Greenland reflect broader concerns about Arctic security and resource competition rather than a genuine plan for annexation. His statements, amplified by proxies like Robert O'Brien, serve to pressure Denmark into assuming greater responsibility for Greenland's defense. O'Brien's remarks on Fox News suggested that if Denmark cannot defend Greenland, the U.S. might step in, but only if it could also exploit Greenland's resources. While this rhetoric may play well with Trump's base, it overlooks the practical and cultural realities that make Greenland highly unlikely to sever ties with Denmark. The Danish government has responded to such rhetoric by reinforcing its military presence and committing to defend Greenland's sovereignty. This aligns with broader NATO strategies to counter Russian and Chinese influence in the Arctic. Russia, in particular, has already encroached upon Greenland's exclusive economic zone, EEZ, through fishing and maritime exploration activities, further underscoring the region's strategic significance. Despite Trump's claims, the idea of Greenland becoming part of Alaska or the United States is far-fetched. Greenland's residents are deeply integrated into Denmark's social and economic systems, which provide them with a level of security and prosperity unmatched by the American model. Trump's push for Denmark to shoulder more defense costs may resonate with his America First approach, but it fails to address the complex realities of international alliances and territorial sovereignty. Greenland's future will likely involve continued cooperation with Denmark and NATO to address Arctic security challenges. Denmark's increased investment in defense infrastructure demonstrates its commitment to this partnership and its recognition of Greenland's strategic value. While Trump's comments may generate headlines, they ultimately reflect a broader strategy to secure U.S. interests in the Arctic without direct intervention. In summary, Trump's rhetoric about Greenland highlights the growing geopolitical competition in the Arctic and the importance of strong alliances to counter Russian and Chinese ambitions. However, the notion of annexing Greenland remains a political and cultural impossibility, given the island's deep ties to Denmark's welfare state and social contract. Denmark's proactive defense measures not only protect Greenland, but also align with broader U.S. interests, ensuring stability in this increasingly vital region.